Hi, today we're going to explore exponential functions in three forms: graph, equation, and table. In a graph, you can identify a exponential function, first off, because it's not linear. A linear graph would go up at a continuous rate, and here the rate is increasing each time by the same factor. So the shape is going to be like this. The initial value is the value when x is 0. In this case, counting up 1, 2, 3, the initial value will be a equals 3. The growth factor is then how much that initial value is multiplied in each subsequent x value. So we're at 3 at 0. We notice at 1 we're at 6, and then at 2 we're at 12. So from 3, 6, 12, each time it's multiplying by a factor of 2. So in this case, our growth factor, or b, is equal to 2. In our equation, we're going to use those a and b. A, again, is the initial value. And b represents the growth factor. If the b value is greater than 0 but less than 1, then it will be a decay. If the b factor is greater than 1, then it will be a exponential growth. So in the previous case, our a was 3, that's where it started, and each time it multiplied by 2, and that's the growth factor. And that's how we got this equation: 3 times 2 to the power of x. In a table, as we mentioned previously, the x value at 0 gives us the initial value of 3. And then we're going to notice the pattern each time. So 3, to get to 2, to get to 6, I multiplied by 2. From 6 to get to 12, again, I multiplied by 2. And then from 12 to get to 24, I multiplied by 2. This is the growth factor b. So in this case, b would be 2. Now, we said previously, if b is greater than 1, it's growth. So since b is 2, that means this is an exponential growth. So let's see if we can do an example here. So we're looking for the a factor. The key here is when x is equal to 0, then we can find the growth factor. In this case, then, a is 1. After that, we're going to look at the pattern and see how is it growing each time. So to get from 1 to 3, we multiply by 3. We need to confirm each time to make sure the pattern is consistent. So 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27, and 27 times 3 is 81. So our growth factor then is 3. Again, since b is greater than 1, this is an exponential growth.